Yo, Josh 3 Arts. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Joel Embiid on the Philadelphia 76ers and why I think that he deserves way more from Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Obviously, we got that media day yesterday, and he was talking about the Ben Simmons situation, the Doc Rivers situation, and he basically said that he is disappointed in this whole current situation. Something you have to remember is that Joel Embiid and the 76ers, like Tobias Harris, and I forget all the other players, were planning to meet up with Ben Simmons in Los Angeles. But then Ben Simmons said no for some reason. We still don't know what that reason is. He did say that it's because he wants to be traded. He knows that the situation is over and he's out of there. But Joel Embiid is supposed to be, the guy in the Philadelphia 76ers that's supposed to be appreciated. Some even say that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons were close together. And for Ben Simmons not to show up to Joel Embiid's meeting, that's kind of crazy in my opinion. I feel like Ben Simmons, went too far with that. I feel like he at least should have went to that meeting. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Maybe Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons have beef together, which I doubt. But that happening was really crazy. Another thing is, I don't know if you guys remember that one game that Ben Simmons hit his first three, or it might have been his second three. But Joel Embiid was really happy in that game. He was cheering him on and everything. He went to the post-game interviews and everything and saying that he's encouraging Ben Simmons to shoot. And from what it looks like, it's like Joel Embiid was very supportive of Ben Simmons, and he wanted him to shoot and everything. So in my opinion, I feel like Ben Simmons kind of stabbed him in the back, and that proves that he deserves way better. Even going back to 2 years or so ago, Joel Embiid even talked about how he got booed by the 76ers fans when he wasn't doing good. And a lot of people even used to call him injury prone when he was going through his injuries and everything, called it injury prone, calling him nicknames about his his knee and everything. I remember those times. They were talking some crazy stuff about Joel Embiid's knee, about all the injuries he had, which is something he can't really prevent. Is an injury. And Joel Embiid even said in the interview yesterday, the media day, that he's basically treated not like a human being. That goes for a lot of NBA players. They're not treated as human beings at all. They're literally just seen as I don't know, some type of object that just plays games, which is really crazy. And I feel like Joel Embiid on that Sixers team is really underappreciated. Probably one of the most underappreciated players in the entire NBA, just for that fact. And moving forward, obviously, it is going to be really interesting to see how the 76ers can kind of build around Joel Embiid, trade Ben Simmons if they have to a team where they can get a better player than Ben Simmons and what Joel Embiid wants. Obviously, Joel Embiid did say he wants Ben Simmons to stay. But let's just say if the 76ers, you know what I'm saying, they do not get what Joel Embiid wants, they trade Ben Simmons for a bag of chips, and all of this happens, will Joel Embiid potentially leave in the next coming years? I feel like that's definitely something that could possibly happen. Just for everything that Joel Embiid has been saying, it's kind of looking like it's going down that path. Because Joel Embiid has been on this team for a while now, and they haven't been winning. They haven't been winning at all. Let's be real here. They second round. Imagine if next year, they only go to the first round, or they lose in the second round in some terrible way. Will this mean that Joel Embiid requests a trade? I feel like that's definitely a scenario that could happen. Obviously, he did say that he is going to be staying in Philadelphia for the rest of his career. But a lot of players say that. Let's be real. A lot of players say that, Kyrie Irving. A lot of players say that, I think Anthony Davis. And then obviously you got traded because, it's just different. It's different when you actually go through the games and everything and you lose and everything. You wanna win. You don't want to lose for so long. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. He's the most underappreciated player. He deserves way better from the 76ers team. He needs better players around him. And he could potentially leave. He could really potentially leave. You know, with that being said, though, that is going to wrap up things for this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Comment down below, like, what do you think about Joel Embiid? Like, do you really think he is going to be an MVP type player going into the season? And do you think that in the upcoming years, he's possibly going to leave because of this underappreciation? I think so. But with that being said, Josh Street Arch, and I'm out.